Okay, so I suspect that a lot of parents might have questions about the Gothic subculture because their child has gotten an interest in it. So I prepared some questions to ask my mother, to ask as if I was a parent. So right now I'm not your daughter, okay? I'm a parent asking you because I'm like, hey, you're SarahDarleen's mother? You named her that? Okay? And I noticed that she's goth, and you're her mom. What is goth?
Goth is a genre of music. It's a subculture. The kids just dress black and listen to different music, and usually very artsy, very intelligent young kids.
And does being goth include devil worshipping, and how will it affect my child's views on religion? Can we still go to church on Sundays?
Absolutely. It has nothing to do with religion. The kids are still the same kids that they were before they dressed in black and listened to different music.
Okay, and what do goths do? And would you say that they would be more apt to party and experiment with drugs and sex? Me as a parent, I kind of get that impression when I see them dressed up that way.
Absolutely not. Actually, it's the other way around. They have very high morals, and you very rarely see a goth kid in trouble. Check your wanted list. They're football players and cheerleaders more than goth kids.
And is goth music all loud screaming and rock and roll?
No. They listen to classical, and my daughter listens to musicals, and...
And are goths depressed? Should I be concerned?
Not always. All kids are depressed some point. Not necessarily.
You wouldn't say they're not... Okay, would you say that they're dressing this way because they are depressed, or would you say that they're depressed because they are dressing this way, or dressing this way makes them depressed, or is it completely unrelated?
Unrelated. Has nothing to do with how they dress. There's kids in pink and purple that are depressed. What kind of clothes they wear has nothing to do with it.
And are goths obsessed with death? And what do I say if my son or daughter says, "Hey Mom, I want to go hang out in the cemetery, will you drive me there?"
Just take them there. They're not obsessed with death. They like, Halloween and horror movies, and it's the arts in them. They like the different
You think
arts.
they appreciate the architecture of the tombstones?
The architecture. And
okay, let's say my son or daughter is dressed up very goth and we're about to go somewhere. What would be the nicest way I could say to them that I'd prefer if they would just tone it down just for this specific event? How would you say it?
I've never thought of that. Never had to do it. You might say something like, geez, I don't know.
Because okay, now I'm no longer a parent, I'm Sarah again. I've noticed that a lot of my friends on the internet say that their parents are very, they're not very understanding, and they just kind of say it very rudely, like, go change, you're not going out like that. But, like, how would you say, like, maybe, would you propose a joke or something? Like, make it lighthearted, like, I don't know.
Jeez, I really don't know. I would never make anybody change. You don't judge a book by their cover. It wouldn't matter where I was going. A wedding, a funeral, a birthday party. I would let you dress as you dress.
So that's your advice to parents who want to say that?
Just let them go how they are.
Okay. And are you ever concerned with what other people might think when they see you in public with your daughter?
Never thought twice about it. I get compliments all the time that my daughter's beautiful, and no one ever looks at her cross-eyed. She thinks they do, but I don't.
And do you have anything else to add to say to parents who have a child who's interested in the Gothic subculture?
Well, I do. I have something to say. As a lunch lady at a local high school, I have to tell you that the goth kids were the most polite, well-mannered, considerate kids that I've ever known. They're the sweetest, nicest.
Even compared to the football players and the preps?
The populars were rude and inconsiderate to the lunch ladies and to all the staff, and it was the goth kids that were very polite and thank you very much and sweet and pleasant kids.
And there you have it, folks. She's not a goth mom, but she's a mom of a goth, telling you the facts.
Facts.
And she loves me.